Ikeja High Court on Wednesday declared that the removal of the reinstated Speaker of the House of Assembly, Mudashiru Obasa, was illegal and unconstitutional. Delivering judgment, Justice Yetunde Pinheiro held that the members of the House of Assembly erred in the removal of Obasa as Speaker. The court further awarded 500,000 naira in damages for the unlawful and illegal removal of Obasa and for the psychological embarrassment caused to him. Mrs. Pinheiro also said that the plenary section, which was held by the House in the absence of Obasa, was invalid. She maintained that the session was convened without Obasa's authority or a formal delegation of power in violation of the House procedures. Mrs. Pinheiro held that only the leaders of the House of Assembly had the authority to write to the Speaker to convene a meeting and that the Chief Whip was not considered a leader for this purpose. The court noted that under Order 7 of the House Rules, there was a defined hierarchy, and Rule 30, which related to the authority of the Chief Whip, did not confer such powers on him. Accordingly, the court held that all steps taken toward reconvening the meeting were invalid, and the fact that a majority of members voted was inconsequential. The defendant cannot validly remove the Speaker without complying with Order 2, Rule 9 of the Lagos State House of Assembly rules. The purported sitting of the members of the Lagos State House of Assembly, the purported removal of the claimant as Speaker, and the purported installation of the second defendant is illegal, null and void, Pinheiro said. Earlier, while dismissing the preliminary objections for lacking in merit, Mrs. Pinheiro held that a court of law could intervene where the provisions of the Constitution had not been met during any proceedings of the House of Assembly. Otto, what do you make of the story?
I have always said it that it's an illegal way of removing a speaker. Because one, Obasa was outside holidaying. He was in the United States of America. And you are calling for his impeachment. No impeachment notice was served to him. He wasn't allowed the chance to actually explain himself.
Fair hearing.
Fair hearing. He wasn't given that chance of fair hearing. And you call it an impeachment? No. You see, if I was even the court, I would award 500 million to Obasa because it's so damaging, mentally and otherwise. Do you know what it means? You are holidaying, you are having your time. Even the House of Assembly was in recess. And you call back immediately to impeach a man who was away, and you said you have brought in a speaker. Why we keep playing politics in Nigeria? We should also understand the fact that the law must be obeyed, and the law must be obeyed to its letter. If we don't do that, we will be having issues in our system of governance, in our system of leading our people, and will give bad precedent to persons who will come after us, will give a bad notion to the outside world that we don't adhere to the rules and regulations governing Nigeria, we don't adhere to the laws of the land. These are bad. And I want to commend the court for doing the needful. That shows that they understand what it means to be given that saddle of delivering judgment at any given time. And he said that the court is the common hope, is the hope of a common man. And that has just be affirmed that by the court. We must do away with sentiment and understand that the impeachment is just like what I was telling people. I said the governor said they want to impeach him. And things happened in Rivers State. Before you know, crisis started happening in Rivers State. We had burning of House of Assembly and the rest of them. Impeachment proceedings take time. You can't just wake up in the morning and impeach a governor. You can't wake up in the morning and impeach a speaker. It takes time. It takes time. And in that process, there are things that will be ratified. There are things that will be put in place. There are things that, they will need to hear in the House what really transpired for him to be impeached. Was it misappropriation of funds? As in, he is not adhering to the rules of the House, or possibly he has erred on some certain issues discussed in the House, or he wasn't in the House when some issues, there might be rules laid out, which I might not be privy to. But I want to tell you that the Obasa impeachment saga has actually brought Lagos State to a state where people we are now asking questions, is it the Lagos we all crave for? Is it the Lagos we all compare to, saying that Lagos is a country inside Nigeria? This is Lagos that have been so diligent in carrying out their activities without anybody hearing or want anybody getting to hear the bad side of anything that is happening in Lagos. You see their progress, you see the stability of the economy, and this thing boils down to the good governance they've been experiencing. And if you don't have it, imagine the chaos that happened between the speaker. So many bylaws weren't passed. Possibly you knew that the budget was suspended for a while, and that also affected the infrastructural development and other things that the governor ought to have done. I think what the court did was the right thing to do, and that award of 500,000 was even poor. For me, I would have awarded 500 million, so that it will serve as a deterrent to those who tend to boycott the law and do whatever thing they feel they want to do.